Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining our webinar, Automate Service Delivery within Salesforce with Helpdesk Integration. Today we have with us Navneet Purde, our AVP Technology for Salesforce. Navneet has over 15 years of experience on various Salesforce implementations across industries, and today at CIGNEX Datamatics, he is leading our Salesforce team of over 50+ experts. Today, before we begin, a few housekeeping things which we would like to keep in mind. In case you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in our chat box. We'll be taking them all at the end of the session. Also, we are recording the session, and after the webinar, we will be sharing the recording and the presentation with all of you. So, I'd like to welcome Navneet, and over to you, Navneet.
Thanks, Priyanka. So for the quick intro and what we are presenting today. And thank you everyone who has joined in this webinar. The whole webinar is driven on the main business use case or the business challenge where sales team or an ticketing team faces. This is nothing but we are trying to achieve a business problem, which is how exactly we can integrate a service help desk ticket with Salesforce. So I would go with a couple of slides and then with the demo. So to start with, why integrate help desk tickets with Salesforce? That will be a why I'll be covering. Then what feature does the connector deliver? Basically, how exactly this connector is being connected with Salesforce, and also on the benefit of how exactly this connector would bring to the customer. And next would be the live demo. Now getting into why, right? Basically this why is answered based on I as a salesperson, I would like to know what's happening in my account. So I don't have to log into multiple systems to understand is there any ticket open or is there any escalation, is there any critical tickets. So if I want to access that, I would open to my particular account and see, okay, these are the tickets open. I get a complete visibility of the customer before I go and talk to him. So that gives me a visibility to that particular account. And also it gives me a better customer engagement. What I'm trying to tell you is, you know your customer before you go there. So you don't have any surprises because you get to know everything what's happening on your account. You have it handy, and this is also a mobile friendly. So you can log into your Salesforce and also see those tickets on your mobile. So this all helps to manage the customer as well as their expectation. So you are well prepared to go and talk to the account owner or account person, which I would definitely show it in the demo. So that's why this answers why integrate help desk ticket with Salesforce. So most of the ticketing tool can be integrated. We have just integrated one of the tool, which is ServiceAide. We can similarly do Service Manager from HP. We can also do integrate remedy tickets. So all those can be integrated, which helps the customer as well as the sales team to derive and achieve the success story of a customer. Getting to the next is what feature does this connector deliver, right? So basically, we have incorporated a couple of them. A couple of them are enhancements in this project. So going one by one, I would take the ticket management. So basically, I open a ticket, so that gets into the queue gets automatically allocated. So all that can be done, automated in this process. So when it goes to queue, it has to allocate to a particular team. It gets allocated based on the record type. So all that can be done using ticket management application, help desk automation, which I was mentioning. If this has to be XYZ account, there were a couple of agents who are working on it. It automatically workflow will assign those tasks to particular agent, and they can start working on it. So going to the next one is SLA management, right? This is a key thing for a ticketing tool or a ticketing issues. Basically, we need to have an SLA when exactly the ticket gets closed. It can't have in 24 hours SLA because a lot of critical issues need to be closed in 4 hours. So all that can be monitored using this application by creating another field called SLA. How much time does the case been opened, when it got opened, what is the criticality of this case? All that can be visibly available on Salesforce. Also, this helps us to give management a better picture, which I'll be covering in reporting to see how much SLA we have met, what is the target, what did we miss, why did we miss, all that can be answered. Global support, nothing but this is an web-based application as Salesforce is in cloud, so you can access anytime. You don't have a issue. You just need to have connected with internet, log into Salesforce, and see all those tickets which is there. Next, coming to the important part for the management and C-level, which is reporting, because there is where you all see about how much ticket came in for this month, what was the issue, why it got delayed in resolution, how much tickets got resolved. All that can be seen using this application. And also this gives you an analytics, so you can start predicting, okay, this month I got 100 tickets, next month I'm expecting the same volume of ticket. So if the tickets are getting reduced, you can start thinking that there are a lot of things which are being in a good. If the ticket increases, that gives a visibility that there is some problem in the system. So this helps to for the management to understand the better analysis of a particular issue or a reporting tool. Customization, I'm going to show that how this ServiceAide can be customized, what you want to see, what you don't want to see. All those information can be seen and customize those applications. Coming to the next is multi-channel. We talk about multi-channel support is nothing but we call it omni-channel in Salesforce. Multi-channel is like you can support through chat, you can support through email, call. All this can be integrated and help to resolve and achieve the same goal, which is provide a better service to the customer. Next one is the customer management, which I mentioned, that you get to know upfront what exactly is the issues with the application, how exactly we can resolve, what is a better way of approaching to customer with going with the data in with you. So you are always prepared whenever you're going for a meeting. This helps you to start getting more involved in customer management and engaging the customer on this front. Knowledge base is nothing but we can incorporate knowledge articles, which helps the agents to resolve tickets. Whenever they have this issue, they can go to knowledge base and search for the keywords and get those information, and which will help them to resolve the ticket much more faster, because most of the tickets would be repetitive. So, or it might be occurred in another account. So you have a knowledge base which will say, okay, this is the issue, this is how it should be resolved. The SLA goes down and the customer is happy. Going to the next slide. Will the connector benefit your organization? Yes, as I said in the first and second slide, there are a lot of things this will definitely help you with. The first is the process case and tickets in Salesforce through automation workflow. So basically what I mean to say here is a ticket comes, I don't have to go and manually go and assign it to someone. It's a particular record type, it gets assigned to the team, and they don't have to it gets assigned to a team, and from team it gets assigned to a particular person. They start looking at the ticket from the day one or the moment it is being opened. Also, we can integrate a SMS facility. When a case gets opened, I get an SMS. Okay, for this particular account, I am the owner and I have a sales team. These are two SMS can be alert. This is an issue which has come up. We got to look at it immediately. So I get an alert on real time. What's happening with the cases? This will help me to achieve the SLA as well as resolution of the particular issue much more faster. Obtain real-time status and pending cases without having any leaving a Salesforce interface. So basically, as I said, when you have integration, email alerts, all these will help you to achieve the better Salesforce features, which are inbuilt features, which will help you to provide success for the customer. Helps the support team provide faster and better support to customer. As I mentioned, if you have knowledge articles in place, you don't have to go and ask or dig into the issue and investigate it. If the issues has been occurred, you have a knowledge base which will help you to address those knowledge base and provide solutions for that. The next is provide full visibility into customer lifecycle. So basically, we are telling here is how a customer can look into it. Any case is open, he will have a complete view of all those cases in one place. He doesn't have to open multiple windows to see what all cases are open this for this account. He can go and see multiple cases, and also helps him to attend all those issues in those cases. The best part of this application is bi-directional. Anything you update in ServiceAide gets updated in Salesforce. Anything you update in Salesforce gets updated in ServiceAide. So I'm going to show that in the demo, and this will give you a clear visibility of exactly the Salesforce and ServiceAide is integrated with one another. Getting to the next slide is a demo which I would be going through now. So you log into Salesforce as regular. You are logging into Salesforce with your password and email ID. So once you log in, it's the same account, it's the same feature what Salesforce has. I have just integrated by Visualforce page into this particular app. I'm going to open this particular ServiceAide application, an account, sorry. So when I go, this is the account owner, who is the owner, information about the account, summary account, and you can see that this is the part which is being integrated on ServiceAide. So this whole thing is being integrated from ServiceAide. All those information, whatever the tickets has been raised, would come in Salesforce. So how do I customize this? What I need to see, like new ticket, description, tasks, all that, and add a new log and a new ticket. So how do I do? When I go to App Exchange, I would find my ServiceAide application. I download that. Once I download, the application would come in your Salesforce configuration or a ServiceAide configuration window. So once you get it here, you just need to put your login name and password. Once you put your login name and password with the URL which is associated with you, and this is where you customize the whole thing. Now I don't want to edit the log file. I don't want to create a new ticket. So I uncheck it, and also I'm going to uncheck a couple of more fields from here. As you said, description was visible at that time. Now it will not be visible because I'm checking I don't want to see the description. So when I click on save, and the record gets saved, and you can just have to go back to the ServiceAide account, and you would see that you would have seen that there is no add a work log or new ticket is not there. There is no description. The fields have gone. So basically, you just have a limited fields in it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going back to the account or the configuration page. I want to configure. I want to have then access to create a new ticket, or you also want to edit the log file. And also I want to see description, ticket status, requested by, assigned, then date open, date closed, all this information I would like to see. So once I save it, and I just got to go back to my ServiceAide account. And once I go back to my ServiceAide account, you can see that I got to add a log file, then add a working log, I mean to say, and a new ticket. So I get these information to work upon it, and I can also do a search. For example, I want to do all those tickets which has a customer, right? So I click on customer, I get only one and two. So two of them I'm getting based on my search. So I've given a search criteria here, which will fetch you those associated tickets which are being associated with this account, and those tickets available. Also, we have given an filter, basically ascending order or descending order to that particular application. Getting to the next one, I'm going down here. So I have got all these tickets, so which is been working fine and all this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just want to add a work log to this. So here it is very simple. I'm going to go back to this add a work log, whichever I've selected. So once I click, I would get that application, and I would say as I need to update something, I would say ABC testing. We had description as working fine. Now I am saving it. So once I saved, it gets updated, and if I go back and see, you would see that ABC testing has been updated here. Also, right, you can see that this is in the critical state, this is the lower state, which is pending ownership, support. And also if you go back here, you can see all those things which was we had customized status, requested from who has requested this tickets, assigned, then operated by close date, priority, reasons, and work log. This can be enhanced with more features. It can be given more information here. We're just done based on the requirement what was needed. So we can also create some dashboards which will help the management, which I was discussing in my call, which will help the management to look at this in a very different way. So going back to the next part of it is basically creating a new or a new ticket, which is I would be creating a new ticket now. I'm creating a new, I clicked on the new ticket button. It opens up a window. Now I need to go and provide the username to it. So I'm going to go and give the username to it. So the username would be requested by, and description I'm giving as testing ServiceAide. So I'm giving the last name or just the name, and I'm giving as issue not fixed, and I'm saving this field. Once I save it, it gets updated, and I would be able to see that application on the bottom. I would just do an so I'm just searching for the ticket. Give me a minute. Okay, I did a mistake. Okay, here is it. I've done the description here. So if I go back to the bottom of the ticket, I can see that. Let me just refresh it. So once I refresh, I should see the ticket. So similarly, when I go back to this particular ticket, I'm going to recreate the ticket. Give me a minute. So when I save it, so this is where it is, which we created just now. It got some time to get updated. So this is new. We just created about 5 minutes back or 2 minutes back. You can see here 10:48 we created this. At 10:50 we created 2 tickets. So now you can see that there are 2 tickets which says testing aid, testing service aid. So these are the 2 tickets which we created. So now what I'm going to do is, if you see here, I think let me go down. If you see here, it says pending for assessment, or it says low. So now what happens is, now I'm going to log into this particular application, which is ServiceAide. Once I log in, I would refresh this. So those tickets would have come in to here. So if you see here, it says testing ServiceAide working fine. Let me just refresh this application. So once I refresh it, you would see this would be in low. I would go back and edit it. Once I click on edit, it opens up the page on the ServiceAide and it gets updated back. So I would do this, whichever I had detail as service description as ServiceAide testing, I would do as 1, 2, 3, 4 testing. This becomes easier to search. And I'm going to make this to high, and I'm going to make this to high and save it. So once I save it, it's saved here on the green. So now I go back to Salesforce and click on ServiceAide ticket. So once I click on ServiceAide, so you can see that if I give a search, say 1, 2, 3, 4, I get that updated here. Previously, the description was saying ServiceAide testing. So what I'm trying to tell here it is bidirectional sync. So anything gets updated on ServiceAide application, it gets synced with Salesforce. Anything gets updated with Salesforce, it gets synced with ServiceAide. It's a real time. There is no delay. It's probably, it might be because of the connectivity, it might get delayed for 1 or 2 maximum minutes. I don't see any other delays, and also change the priority to critical in the application. So you can see in altogether, it's a bidirectional sync which is happening to the system. Getting back to the important feature, what we have done here is we have just created a Visualforce page and integrated that in Salesforce. So all the sales agents can log into Salesforce. They just have to log into one application. They don't have to worry about 2 applications. Whenever they have multiple accounts, they can go and see how many tickets are open. And also we can customize dashboard for this account wise, how many accounts, how many tickets have been open. So this ends the demo here. Getting to the next part of the application or the PPT, which would cover about our expertise on Salesforce. So I would like to say that we are a registered partner with Salesforce, so we get a lot of inside activity happening on Salesforce on all the applications, on Service Cloud, Chatter, or it might be Force.com, or it might be Financial Force or Field Service. All those information are always shared with us. Also, we work on Service Cloud, Sales Cloud, Marketing Cloud, as well as Wave Analytics. We have around 50 plus consultants who in which 85% are certified from Salesforce. So we have certified Salesforce experts in our team. We have executed more than 10 plus projects in probably 8 to 10 months of time. We've been rigorously working on a lot of agile methodology. We have been always doing the best practice of Salesforce. We have used Lightning Bolt, Lightning projects, and also we have been doing all our implementation are on agile methodology and Scrum. We use Scrum methodology for execution of project. Our project vary from 3 weeks to 16 weeks. We have delivered a couple of portals in 2 to 4 weeks for our bigger clients. The services what we provide is consulting, migration of application, data migration might be, or application migration. Getting to the more of in-depth of our solution landscape, what we've been doing, we have built customer portals, partner portals, website integration. Also, we have created incident management portals, community portals, marketing integrations, custom build applications. We have built up. This is one of the build application. What we have built, integration tool we have built, as you saw in our demo. Also, getting into the support projects or enhancements, what we do is we assess the existing application, do a health check, provide solutions or provide best practices, fine tune your application to meet the best practice of Salesforce. We also do consulting. We create roadmap for implementation, and we have development, a release cycle or release methodology which we use. We have We got implementation, like as I mentioned, we do agile methodology, waterfall sometimes if needed. We have integrations, a lot of applications we integrated with Salesforce, Zoho, or ServiceMax. All this can be integrated with Salesforce. Coming next to the migration, we have migrated Siebel CRM into Salesforce, SAP to Salesforce. We have done a couple of migration projects. We got running support projects for a couple of our clients where we do 24/7 support for those projects. It might be minor support, L1, L2, L3 up to enhancements. Getting back to the company about CIGNEX, what are we? We're basically an open source company founded in 2000. We are located in US, UK, Singapore, and India. Getting to the next part of it, we have been having consultant more than 700 open source consultant. We have been working on multiple technologies on open source. We have around 13 global offices all over. We have 3 strategic investments. We have 100+ billion dollar revenue clients, and also we have around as I say that we have registered partnered with Salesforce. And also the most important thing is we are subsidiary of Datamatics Group. Getting to the next part of it, which is we are the technology partners. We have a couple of partnership like registered partners with Salesforce. We have global partners with UiPath. We have MuleSoft, Alfresco. These are all our partnership what we have. Also, we are a big player of LifeRay. We are platinum partners with LifeRay. Coming to the Q&A, any questions can be posted or asked. Priyanka, to you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Navneet. We have a couple of questions here, so we'll take them one by one. First question that we have is, what type of integration has been used in the connector?
So we have used REST-based integration. We had got those APIs. We have used REST-based API.
Okay. And what type of authentication is there?
It is an OAuth authentication, what we have used, which is 2-factor, which means bidirectional update of data. It can update from Salesforce to, I can say Salesforce to ServiceAide and ServiceAide to Salesforce. So it's a OAuth what we have used here.
Okay. Okay. We have one more question here. Will this work for Lightning and real-time user base?
Yes, this will definitely work for Lightning. So we can enable Lightning and we can definitely create that Lightning application. Also, yes, this is real time. You have seen it is getting updated on an immediate basis. Anything gets updated in say ServiceAide gets updated in Salesforce and vice versa. Yes, this is definitely user based. I logged in and then only you were able to update. So if other person logs in, he can update his own account and his tickets. So definitely it's user based. That's how it is being restricted.
Okay. Okay. We need to have one more question here. Yeah. Can we bring any sort of data from ServiceAide to Salesforce?
Yes, we can definitely bring any type of data from ServiceAide to Salesforce. There will be no restriction.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Navneet, for answering the questions. In case you have any more questions, please feel free to write to us at info@cignex.com. We will reach out to you personally to address them. So with this, we would like to end our webinar. Thank you everyone for taking time out to join the session, and have a good day. Thank you so much. Thanks, Navneet.
Priyanka, and thanks everyone who joined this webinar.
Thank you.